So hey guys, it's time for another interview, and I think I have the pleasure to interview this young man for like the third time already. So you played Unicorns of Love this week already, the first day, and going through like the game, starting in the picks and bans. You guys didn't pick up Lulu, and I think it was your first Kindred game of the split. What's your thought process of approaching this game, specifically targeting picks and bans?
I think it's just that we didn't. I mean, we thought of it well, and also I think Rudy is like big Kindred player, so we just wanted to take it from him. And also I think Kindred pressures the jungle really hard early game, so it's a good pickup for me at the same time. And then they also banned Nidalee, which I could maybe play, even though I don't think she's that good. If your team plays around it, it's like decent. Then yeah, we decided like this, you know. And also Gangplank was not picked in our game, not banned, you know, so it was kind of weird, but everything was calculated, you know, in both teams, I guess. So.
All right, all right. So you did a after game interview, and you said Rudy is not really LCS material. Do you want to elaborate a bit more on that? Like, what do you think is like maybe his strength, maybe his weakness? I mean, you had a pretty easy time in the jungle, to be honest.
I mean, I don't want to insult him or anything. I don't mean he's like bad or whatever. I just mean that I don't think his decision making is LCS material yet. And for me, it was like really easy to read him. And normally, it's like super hard to face someone in the jungle. So against this guy, I felt really confident, and I felt like I can do like way more than I normally do, you know. So maybe just maybe in this game I just felt good, and that's why I kind of outplayed him. But maybe it was just because he he got really like a bull, you know. I knew where he was going. He was like kind of always moving on my words. I kind of baited him to like TP bot because he couldn't do anything about this and stuff like this. So I felt really confident, and I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying he's not LCS material yet. I don't think he's like ganks or his decision making is LCS material, especially that I watched the 2 replay games that he played. Even though they won both of them, I felt like this guy is making a lot of mistakes. So yeah, with some time, I think he might be good. As for now, like his mechanics and everything is fine, you know, just decision making and gain a little bit more experience. Don't be so stressed on stage, and he will be alright. Yeah.
So of course, Riot is introducing this Jungle Week thing, and there's this one interesting stat called Jungle Gravity, I think, and they showed you up with Jankos and VandeR, the synergy. You spent like 30% together with Jankos in the early game, and it's probably like the highest of the entire league. Do you think that the early game that you have in the LCS is helped out a lot by your teammate VandeR?
I mean, I think so. I mean, like partly the reason why I joined H2K was because like they wanted VandeR as well, you know. So I really like to play with VandeR, and I think we communicate with each other quite good. So if we play together, we know like what to do. And even though in this game we did a couple of mistakes, like I invaded alone, for example, I got caught, even though like he was not ready to help me yet, you know. We made some wrong calls, like we made a lot of mistakes. In the end, we still won. But yeah, I think just because of VandeR, it's just easier to play, you know. Like if I would say I would have any other support in the LCS, even like better, which would be hard to get. I'm not sure how it would work, you know. I believe in the right place, so obviously with some time I will get the same synergy because you are supposed to play like this in the meta, but it's just easier when you are playing with the same guy for like 3 years.
Yeah, so of course this game seemed to be like the messiest game that HOK has been playing in the LCS. It's like lots of mistakes, lots of weird Baron calls. Yeah, so people want to know probably, is Rio ever coming back, or what's the situation there?
Ow, it hurts, you know. I don't know. I mean, I hope. Yes. I really hope Rudy is coming back, but I don't know where, so it will be like much harder. But yeah, I will try my best to pull out the win.
All right. I mean, you pretty much answered my next question. So one last question for you. 6.3, you haven't probably scrimmed yet on that patch, but with oh, you did already? Okay, so Graves is being nerfed a bit, and people are kind of shifting towards. I know both of us are like a really big hater of Nidalee, but she's becoming quite good on that patch, right?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that Nidalee is just provides you so much pressure early game, but your team has to play around it well. So for example, if you are 2 levels ahead and you pressure the map, it's good. But if you are 2 levels ahead and you don't do anything, it's bad, you know? Because at some point, every jungler will outscale you. So what you want to do is that you want to farm a bit, and then you want to pressure enemy jungler super hard. Like you want to fight him. If you find him, you can rotate over the map super fast. You can steal his camps. You can do stuff like this. So I think good Nidalee, like really good Nidalee, is like good to have in your team. But if Nidali is not playing that great, I think it's just a bad pick. You should stick with like something safer, I would say. So you'll see more Nidali in Europe as well. I'm pretty sure.
All right, that's it. Thank you so much for your insight. Of course, as always, appreciated. Thank you.
So nice interview.
Of course, always. Thank you. So of course we have more coverage coming in on theScore eSports.com. Make sure to check it out and see you next time.